Hi guys, welcome to a new season of the Suzie Wokabi podcast. I need to explain to you why I've been silent. Come with me. You saw the sign. It says SB Dada. SB Dada is my new baby that hasn't been in the making for 2 exact years. So look at my beautiful space, which is, still in progress a little bit. Lunch is very nigh, so I have all the excitement and all the nerves all at the same time, but happy more than anything else. Let's go see more. Welcome to the office. This is some of the product line. It's gonna be a full range of makeup. I'll explain to you the concept behind the brand, but just take a quick look. So this is our cute little meeting room. Product display. This is where I explain to everyone all things, all day, every day, about what's been going on. And then that's my storage space. But here, this is my happy place. Come. So this is my cute little office. Bathroom. And just like look at the aesthetic. It's just like, it's not an executive, it's an office, but I'm not a weird big fat CEO. I am the CEO. But it's a beautiful, fun space. So hence the vanities as my desk. So now let's talk about everything. So here we are in my happy place, my SB Dada office. So what's been happening for the past 2 years is I've been creating a second beauty brand. And part of the reason why I've been quiet on the podcast as well. So I apologize, but here we are. I'm trying to do it all and I'm back again. And this is a solo episode. I don't have a guest, I'm my own guest. But my lovely crew have organized the questions I need to answer, just to explain everything. What else been happening in my life? Kids have grown. Those kids you saw in episode 1 of season 1, they're now 14 and 11, and here, and a bit here. So it's been wild and fun and such a ride, and a great journey that continues to continue. So I'm now going to answer a few questions which I know are relevant to this, and that will help you guys understand everything. So let's go. Okay, so I am now officially a second beauty brand owner. So what happened with the Suzie Beauty journey is Suzie Beauty I launched into the market in 2012. So it's been in the market for 12 years now. Crazy. But it was bought in 2016 and I ran it under the new group for 5 years, whereby I was then free to either renew or go do something else. And because I had a non-compete, which was a bit restricting because there's still way too much going on in the local beauty industry, whereby I had to say no to too many things, too many collabos, too many options, too many opportunities just because of that. So I knew there's still also gaps to fill in the market where the African continent and the beauty industry inside of it are just growing by leaps and bounds, and I have to be part of it. I defined my purpose in 2019, which is to be an instrumental contributor to the growth of the African beauty industry, right? So sitting there doing one thing was not enough. What did I decide to do based on a lot of feedback from clients, friends, mentors, family, is to start something new. And that's where SB Dada was born. But I did have to find what gap I'm filling in the market. And like I said, my son Maceo was 1 when I launched Suzie Beauty. He's now 14. So inside of the past 2 years, when I'm picking him up from school, I'm finding the Gen Zs and the millennials wearing a lot more makeup. The girls are walking out of class from high school with lip gloss on their lips, lashes done, a little bit of blush on, some highlighter. And I talked to them, I kept talking to them, I'm like, excuse me, and they're like, we're allowed to wear makeup from year 9. I also have a lot of friends with daughters who are 8, 9, 10, 11. Those birthday parties are no more jumping castles, they're makeup parties. So this generation is all over the beauty industry, and it's a plus for me, and how can I not take advantage of that? We're also living in the digital revolution, which they are. And so the differentiations of the brands, let me get to that now, is one, the product story, the brand story on each is very different. Suzie Beauty was, the first homegrown Kenyan brand for the Kenyan woman, for the African woman. That story is entirely archaic, because now, there's a lot of more local brands that have come up, which are contributing to that as well. And now, because of this younger generation, which is extremely very interesting to me, first of all, and their needs are different. We have 1 billion, from a business perspective also, we have 1 billion people living under the age of 20 in Africa. So they're the extreme consumers. I'm a relic. I don't really matter anymore. So I'm catering to them, and creating product for them. One has made my blood rush because it's so fun and it's so exciting, because they're so different and fun and interesting. So yes, so also the product lines in the two brands are very different. I've made sure that what's in SB Dada is not in Suzie Beauty, so they're not cannibalistic but symbiotic. And then also we're in the digital revolution again, so we're keeping the tech as forward as possible. Most of our sales will be done online on social commerce and e-commerce. What I found is also that my audience, they walk through the malls shopping on Instagram, walking past the stores. So brick and mortar, I've had to really redo the entire distribution channel. So we're trying to be as online as possible and as digitally present and makeup shoppable as possible. So we are creating our own tech, which we'll be launching at the launch. So it's all ridiculously exciting. Yes, so definitely. So SB Data right now, when we launch, will be just makeup to begin with, because that's what I decided to focus on, because they're way more interested in makeup than skincare, but skincare is super extra important. I've even had interactions with them and their guardians or their mothers who are like, where's the skincare? When's the skincare coming? So it's obviously not an option. And appropriate for the age group that I'm fulfilling. So that will be phase 2, I'm gonna say. We're going to launch about maybe 15 product lines inside of makeup to start off with, and then start on skincare, accessories. So it's not an option, and getting the product right for them, because there's many skincare issues that they deal with, and I have to definitely cater to that. Yeah. So since I launched Suzie Beauty, we stayed as the first local brand for a while. Thereafter, a few came up. And for me, it's only extremely exciting. That means we're all just working together to contribute to the growth of this African beauty industry, which the goal is to get us playing on the global field. So for the local brands coming up, find your niche, focus on what you're offering. Why are you offering that? Do you know why? You have to know why. You can't just throw product into the market. That's where a lot of brands, including international ones, fail. So for longevity, have a completely like curated target audience and fulfill their needs. Create community, keep with the times. We're living in a very fast pace. So you can't go slow and you can't ignore your audience. And then I encourage anyone who has the gusto to join this crazy journey because it is a lot of work. It's nothing easy about it. I get a lot of like maybe from like my mentees or fans that like I just make it look very easy and seamless, but there's nothing easy about it. It's a full-time daily 24/7 focus to get it done and to get it done right. So, but please, I also mentor a lot. So, and I get a lot of people. Yeah, I have helped a lot of little brands start off. I collaborate a lot with my competition because we're all here to do the same thing: is to build this African beauty industry. So join, please. Come on board. Let's enjoy this journey together. If you have a great idea that's different and that unique and not existing, do your research, get on it, and join the field. My greatest inspiration will always be my family, my children. Like I even just told you that my son's age gap between Suzie Beauty and SB Dada was like one of the main inspirations for this. But out there, I'll always say the name Bobbi Brown because why I even started Suzie Beauty, I think I always had it in my head because in my years in the US working for different beauty brands, I was always watching her. She was a makeup artist who then went and developed her own brand, and I would always think, that's if she could, probably I can. And I watched her close, and I was a mentee, and not that she knew. Well, eventually we've been writing on email, so that's a big deal. But she completely inspired me and inspires me. When I came to create SB Dada, I then found out that her non-compete, when she was bought out by Estee Lauder, had finished after 25 years and she was creating a new brand. I didn't even know that until after I started SB Dada. So yeah, I followed the path of a mentor very efficiently, I think. And she continues to be a mentor in my head. Other inspirations, I love Beyonce and Lilith. Those are, I don't know, I can't explain why. It's not a beauty industry thing. Just the way they work and the way their heads operate and the things that they produce with such gusto and without flailing or faltering is completely inspirational to me.